The Straits of Mackinac connects Lake Michigan and Lake Huron in a region filled with vibrant activities and diverse ecosystems. And winter is no exception, with exciting activities like pond hockey tournaments to ice fishing, cross-country skiing, and snowshoeing. There's so much to do in the Straits of Mackinac. Join us as we explore how to prepare for these different activities and how to get the most out of it. Welcome to Life of the Straits Winter Edition.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kaylee Fessler with Michigan State University Extension 4-H. Thank you for joining us for this session of Life of the Straits, where we will explore some ice fishing on the inland lakes off the Straits of Mackinac.
Fishing season doesn't have to end when winter arrives. Some families even feel that their favorite fishing is done on the ice during northern Michigan winters. Join us in jigging for panfish, tip-up fishing, and even spearing for northern pike. Testing the ice with an ice spud as you walk onto the ice to check that it is strong is one way to determine that your path is safe. Cracks or discolorations in the ice are indicators that you need to stay clear. You can never tell if the ice is safe just by looking at it. There should be about 4 or more inches of clear, blue, solid ice per person. 3 inches or less, stay off of it. 4 inches or more per person, 6 inches for a snowmobile or four-wheeler. But that may be a risk that you don't want to take. To go ice fishing, you really only need very few things. Safety first. Ice cleats can be worn on your boots so that you can move more easily on the ice. And ice picks are another piece of gear that may be important to carry around your neck to make them more easily accessible. Dressing appropriately for the cold winter weather means snow pants, coats, hats, gloves, and scarves, and extra layering underneath. These will all make your fishing experience much more fun and more likely that you and your family will want to do it again. Remember the old adage, start warm, stay warm. Next, you'll need something to make a hole in the ice, an ice spud or an ice auger, which works like a drill and will make a great hole for jigging. Ice saws and chainsaws are usually used by many anglers for spear fishing holes. There are just a couple of other items that you will need to take your family on an ice fishing adventure. A chair or a bucket that you can sit on while fishing and that can be used to carry your gear in and hopefully your catch home to clean and prepare for dinner. Something to clean the slush out of your hole. There are many different types of scoops or other items that fishermen use to remove the ice from their fishing holes. A skimmer resembles a spoon with a long handle, but it has holes on it to allow the water to drain through when scooping out slush. One with a ruler on it to measure your catch is particularly nice, as there are rules of the length of the fish in most species. This information can be found on the DNR website and should be looked at before going out fishing. And the last item that you will absolutely need is a fishing rod with either a closed reel or open reel, with a jig or hook and weight, or possibly even a tip-up or even a spear. Let's look a little closer at 3 methods of fishing to be used on northern Michigan lakes. Pan fishing is a lot of fun for the whole family. Pick a day that isn't extremely windy and cold. Don't forget the bait and the lures. When ice fishing with kids, you want to keep favor for catching fish, and bait is hard to beat to make that happen. A bucket of minnows or a container of wiggling waxworms can be something else to explore while awaiting the bite. Making it fun in short adventures will make them want to come back again and again. And don't forget to make other fun out on the ice. Sleds not only make getting to and from easier for tired little legs, but add to the enjoyment of the day. Fishing with tip-ups can make for a more successful family outing than expecting kids to sit on a bucket watching a hole. A tip-up is a special device that has a built-in spool and line supported by a frame that sits on the ice. A tip-up includes a flag on a springed post that is bent down. When the fish takes the bait, the flag flies up, alerting the angler to the action. The angler then sets the hook and hauls the line and fish in by hand. With tip-ups, kids don't have to sit in one place and watch for a bobber or line to go down. And racing for a flag when it is tripped by a northern pike, bass, or walleye is a huge part of the fun. Before venturing off the ice, it is important to remember not to leave anything behind. Minnows that were purchased from a bait shop should never be released into a lake that they are not native to. In addition to cleaning up everything that has been brought with you, it is widely known that objects such as a tree or limb warn people on the ice of unsafe conditions or weak ice. Many anglers leave a corner of the ice block that has been cut out of the hole in the view. This way they can move the block back into its place and stick some tree branches out so that others coming by on the ice don't fall into the hole later. Opportunities for additional family fun activities, such as skating and sledding, playing games such as Fox and the Geese, or making snowboards, are endless to make the day even more fun. A small fire on the ice to roast hot dogs or warm up by is another way to make the day more appealing for everyone. And don't forget the dog. They enjoy a day with the family on the ice as much as anyone. For those that are deciding that they really like fishing on the ice and want to invest in some equipment to kick up their fishing game, an ice shanty can make a cold day even more fun. A shanty will block out the sun so that the angler can see down into the hole and watch a jig or a decoy and possibly even a minnow on a treble hook that will lure a fish that is then able to be speared. Peering down a large hole in the ice while sitting in a shanty is an opportunity for kids to really view what life is like under the ice. Jigging in some panfish adds to the excitement while waiting to spear a larger game fish. Spearfishing is used primarily for northern pike, muskie, and even the sturgeon, which is only allowed to be speared during a special season during February. A shanty not only provides the fishermen a view of what is going on under the ice, but provides a warm place that makes the outing a lot more fun for the family, as long as there are lots of snacks and a large thermos of hot chocolate.